What's up, guys? Sorry for such a weird angle. I get you guys like set up on the countertop. I'm in like my front room area. It's tiny, as you can tell by the frame, but it's really cold out today. Realistically, the work that I'm going to be doing inside, I should really be doing outside. I'm going to take every precaution, to make sure stuff doesn't go everywhere. But it's really fucking cold outside, so there's very like limited things I can do without a garage and it being cold. I can do one or the other, but I can't do it both. So we're gonna work on the diffuser a little bit today. This is our cardboard cutout. This is by no means an exact science. This is just how I've done it previously, and it seems to work. So we've got some sheets of like an aluminum composite, I think is what they call it, an aluminum composite. And it's this weird color on the outside, but on the flip side, it's actually black. I couldn't find true ABS sheet like I've used before, but it is a composite, so it's aluminum on the outside. There is a thick plastic component to the inside. So there are some pieces that are going to be slightly bent to get the shape that we want to get. In order to do that, we are going to have to heat up not only the metal, but the plastic compound in the middle to make it malleable so we can bend it in spot. You know, it's going to have the rigidity because of the metal to begin with. But it should hold its shape because the ABS, once it is in the shape we want it, it'll cool and should stay where it's at. So I'm going to set up a table. I'm going to put some tunes on. I'm probably going to set the DJI pocket on a time lapse, and then I'll also have you guys up there. I got Japanese snacks. Get all the tools out where we need them so we have like easy access. I'm ready to fucking rock and roll. Alright, it's a somewhat run and do an issue. It's not really an issue, I just gotta kind of figure out what I'm gonna do here. So this kit is so wide that the dimensions of this are all based off of the aftermarket rear bumper, which is the one that was in here later, which is actually wider than this piece. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this back off the table, I'm gonna go grab the bumper, and then we'll throw it up here and see if it's gonna look weird if it doesn't start right on the corners like I want it to. And we'll go from there. Alright, so I think I kind of decided what I'm going to do. Going off of the dimensions of the bumper itself, it doesn't look like it's going to be that big of an issue. To be perfectly honest, I was going to create some like vortex generators or something off of the side anyways, and I don't want it to be it's going to be too much altogether, but it's going to be too much because I'm trying to make it too much. It's going to be overkill a little bit. I want it to be really aggressive, like a GT grip racing sort of aggressive. So, yeah. I guess I'm going to measure stuff out from here after we know realistically where-ish the bumper starts and ends. And we'll get it marked out and then start cutting. Okay, so that's step one. The first portion of this is cut. I'm still not super sure yet if I'm going to double up this material or not. I think it's just flexible right now because it's not really like attached to anything firmly. So I think I'm gonna try single ply first. If that doesn't work, I can always go to the store and get more and then double up. But hopefully I shouldn't have to do that because I want it to be as light as possible by, you know, also doing the job. So yeah, okay, we'll keep trucking along. What's up, guys? It's a few days later. I went and got like a real cheap shotgun style mic for this camera, so hopefully I can cut out the wind noise when I'm sitting outside. I know it'll sound a little bit better like this too. I finished, well, partially finished the diffuser. There's still some changes that need to be made. The center pieces are going to get cut down a little bit just because it's a little bit too much. You know, why I'm here in Japan, I'd like to, you know, respect Koban a little bit more than that and not just be like blatant like bozo. I also need to cut out the inside of this bumper, so I think I'm probably going to cut up pretty much just along this bumper line. But yeah, a lot of changes got to be made. Plus, this is still, there's so much work that needs to fucking go into this. It's ridiculous. But the general overall shape, I'm really pleased with how it came out. Oh, fucking Loctite and shit dripping out there. All right, so we'll head out to the car. Long story short, I need to figure out roughly the fitment for one, the wheels themselves for the R34 through Moontech, which is going to be awesome. But in order to do that, and tire fitment as well, figure out like just a hair of stretch needs to go on there, or if I'm going to rock them, you know, fat and meaty like I did on the 350. So what we're going to do, because we don't have anything roughly close to the offset that we're going to need, I think we're going to do 18 by 11 with like a -25 offset in the rear. So we're working like a -26 offset, I think is what the wheel that I'm going with comes in on, which I'll fill you guys in on that later. But what we're gonna do is I've got the T37s with a +20 offset that are also 18. Those are on the Stagia. Jack up the stag real quick, take off one of the wheels, and then we're going to take two 25mm spacers, put them together, and that'll put us like roughly at like -30 offset-ish, somewhere around there. So it's like 4mm off, but it will give me a rough idea of tire fitment, what I need to order with these wheels. So this is gonna be all over the fucking place. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the mic on here and then we'll start that process. All right, let me give this a second to adjust here. So, problem number one, thought these spacers were 25mm, which is fat, I understand that. They're not. They're actually 10mm. So I'm walking out right now to see. I don't think that's going to be enough to even be close, remotely close. 265, 35, 18. All right, I guess we'll see. Okay, so we're still a little bit off. If I stack both 10s, that gives me a 20mm offset. So really you can back that off on whatever you got. So it would put me at pretty much a 0 offset if I stack both of those on the TEs, because those are an 18 by 10 +20. So that'll put me about a 0 offset, which leaves me at 26mm in the opposite direction, so like an inch and a little bit. So we're still gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull one of the stag wheels off, put it on the back of the 34, and then I'll replace that one with one of the old 34 wheels, just for the time being, so I don't have to like put it up on jack stands and all that. Oh. All right, well, plan's pretty simple. Double stack the spacers on, and see what we can make fit. Cannot say it enough. Do not do this. This is stupid. Just don't fucking do this. This is the only option I have. Okay, so this measures out to, and they're on a little bit farther than I thought they were, so I'm confident it will hold the weight of the car. Very confident. Measures out to about 1 3/8 inches, which is like roughly, it's almost 35 millimeters. It's like 34.9 millimeters, so 35. So with the positive 20 offset of these, it's gonna push at like a negative 15-ish offset, which is way closer to where we need to be. So this should give us like a relatively good idea of what the fitment is going to be like, or like what we should shoot for with tire profile as well as offset of the wheel. I think negative 26 is going to fit this really well, because I know that a negative 25, an 18 by 11 negative 25 will fit on the back of this very, very well. So 26 millimeter I'm not worried about. The tire profile, however, there's something very specific that I'm going for. So this will be good just to hold the car for now. So I'm going to go put the wheel on the other side, lower that side down, and then we'll put the TE on this side and lower it down very carefully. Do not fucking do what I just did. I'm gonna find a tape measure and then we'll figure out how much that would be.
What did you just
Here we go. Here we go. You should see the fuckery that's going on out here. Okay, got our tape measure. Okay, sorry, I know the image is kind of blown out right now because we're going like directly into the sun, but I don't have it mounted, like actually mounted to the car. I don't feel comfortable putting this thing on the ground like this, I'm gonna be honest. However, this puts us at like a negative 15 offset. I'm still not, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. So, fuck. So realistically, there's 10 millimeters missing, and that's less than half an inch. It's like 0.3, I think, which I'm still not happy with that. So I'm probably gonna run, even with that on there, if I do a negative 20, that puts me at about 1 inch. I'm probably still gonna run like a 10 mil spacer on this. Whatever. I'd rather it be that direction. I can always go out a little bit more. I don't want to do like 1 inch spacer, but I can always go out more. I mean, overall though, and if I do a 10 mil spacer, I'll probably do fitment like this. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not fucking good. And it's gonna, you know, natural suspension geometry, it's gonna camber in a little bit, not a lot. What I'm excited for is tarp for days. You can kind of see how much poke is already on the bottom, which is really nice, but god, yeah, that's nowhere near enough. We're gonna need to do negative 26 with a 10 mil spacer, and then I'll probably do that same tire fitment, to be honest, which is a 265/35. So if I'm going to, well, I don't know, I'm gonna do like a 265/40 for, because I mean, this is a 18 by 10, I'm gonna be on an 18 by 11. This fitment might be all right for the front. Ah, fuck, yeah, I'm probably gonna stretch a little bit. Not a lot, just like a little bit. Like, even that's too much, in my opinion. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, well, this is what we wanted to accomplish today. So, I guess now I'll go ahead and put everything back how it was. And that'll probably be the end of this video. Next one should be pretty exciting, though. We got a lot going on. GT wing for this car. Still got to finish up the diffuser. Wheels and tires have got to come in, and then once everything is like roughly fitted how it needs to be, hopefully I can have MoonTech do the rest and make sure it, you know, comes out good, which it will. And then this thing will be getting painted, which I'm pretty excited about too. So yeah, we will go from there. So I'll see you guys next video.